Hello and welcome to Susan Ewa, the platform where we speak truth to power. This is a very unusual thing that I'm about to do. Seun Okinbaloye of Channels is making a statement, a passionate, direct plea to President Tinubu. It's a welcome idea, nothing wrong with that. But again, the government can plea and everything they want to do, but I'm inserting this in the middle of all of that. And I think until we all get the message, it doesn't matter who, one person cannot solve this problem for us. It is our active participation on a daily basis in our governance that will make the change. Our active participation. I will keep banging on about this until the penny drops for us all. No one person can fix a problem for us. When we actively come together and participate in the system of government, granted, I'm for Yoruba Nation. But whilst we're in Nigeria, we need to participate in our governance. And this is the thing I want you to really hold on to. Where is it? Yeah. Please, Section 14.2a, participation by the people in their government shall be in accordance. Let me just make it, I want you to see it yourself fully. You see? Participation by the people in their governance. That's section, sorry, let me start again. Well, let's go 14.2a. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through its constitution, derives all its powers and authority. That's section 14.2a, the first one. You need to know that offhead. You need to be sharing this from primary school, secondary school, university, adult education, all over the country. We must all know this offhead and begin to apply it. We need to know that sovereignty belongs to us. All the presidents, they don't want you to know this. We are giving you this information so that you can begin to go to your community, collectively begin to hold them to account. How do you hold your elected officials to account? By participation in your government. You participate how? Listen, participation by the people in their government shall be in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. Let me read it again. Participation by the people in their government shall be in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. And what provisions are there? The very central one is, of course, sovereignty belongs to you collectively as a community. You need to exercise those powers. So, in the end, those who are in power now, they don't want you to know that. But I'm here to tell you that without us participating in that process and questioning them and holding them to account on a daily basis, we won't get the roads, water, light, schools, bridges, healthcare, safety, security, and so on and so forth. We will continue to become our own water provider, our own security provider, our own electricity provider, our own waste removal provider, our own sanitization provider. Everything will be on our shoulders, and yet the government collecting taxes. For what reason are they collecting taxes? So we need to participate in our governance. We have to change it. It seems as though President Tinubu is saying all the right words, and it may be seeking to do this, but he cannot do it alone. We need to put pressure on all of the elected officials from here on in our local community. You have that power. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. Remember that. 14.2a, 14.2c. The participation by the people in the government shall be in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. Those two you need to begin to exercise on a daily basis. Monitor. The best way you can do this now, you need to keep, there's something called the Federal Account Allocation Committee allocation. There is an allocation, FAAC. It comes out every month. You need to know how much that is for your local government area. That is something that everybody in the local government area must know. You must know that. Let me quickly show you this. Because what Seun here is doing is good. But I need you to know what this is. No, I can't show you now. I don't know if I've got the thing up. All 774 local government areas have a monthly allocation. You need to immediately, with immediate effect, begin to demand as a collective in the community, come together, demand to see that amount. If it's not available, chase for it. Let me show you quickly. I'm going to quickly show you this one because I really need you to understand that. It's called Federal Allocation Account Committee. Let me just put it now. FAAC. So let me go. You go to something called National Bureau of Statistics. That's where you'll find it. National Bureau of Statistics. Right? So Bureau of Statistics, you type that in. I'm going to just make this smaller. I want you to see what I'm doing. You type in National Bureau of Statistics. It will come up. You see? National Bureau of Statistics. Once you do that, it gets you to this place. So you click on that, it take you there. I'm trying to show you what you need to do. Basically, just to give you a quick synopsis of what I'm doing, then we'll play the video, because it's really important that we do this. We cannot, if you're waiting for somebody to help you, they will not do it for you. They will not. So go here, type in FAAC. You let me see me do it now. I'm taking this opportunity to show you again, those of you who may not be aware of it. FAAC, Federal Accounts Allocation Committee is called. So now let's go and look at it. So you click on that, click return. So it will bring it up. I'm just trying to show you. So now that you're in it, where you want to go, you see, they've only got until December. The amount they have is for the up until December 2022. We need January, February, March, and we need to all put pressure on them. You need to begin. I've shown you how to get there now. Start taking action. So what you do, click on this one here and go on to something called download tables. There you will see the monthly allocation for your local government area. It is that simple. So whilst you are pleading to the president and everything else, I am pleading to you all. I am pleading to every citizen. If you are going to complain about lack of roads and lack of water, please, are you participating in your government? And that is what I will be asking on a daily basis. Now, let me show you quickly what this means. So I wanted to show you that because it's very important at every opportunity. You see, you have the, see that now. That is for all of the local government areas. All 704 local government areas. Let me give you one example now. Let's just pick. What is Duku local government area? Duku is in Enugu, right? Let's go and look at that. I can make that bigger. I want to just make sure that's bigger so you can see it. So let's go here. Let's see Duku now. So, okay. It's not letting me do it for some reason. Enugu. So let me go back. Sorry, maybe I'm making it so. Yeah, so we go. So we said Enugu. Remember, it was Enugu I was looking at, and we said Duku. So is it Duku? Sorry. Okay. No, sorry, that was not Enugu. That was Gombe. So let's go and look at Gombe. I'm just going to show you what Gombe. This is the amount for Gombe, if I'm correct. Let's go. You'll see in a minute. Duku, right? Now, you see, that is Duku there. Let me see. Sorry about that. No. That is Duku. You see? That's the amount for Duku there. This is for Plateau. So you can see Duku in December they got 254, 587, 370 billion naira. Everything you see there is in billions of naira. You need to begin to participate in that process. And I will be doing this on all my broadcasts from here on. I'll be talking and reminding you. If you're not participating in your governance, then you cannot complain that it's not working for you. You need to begin to participate. We are trying to show you how to do that. So as good as the appeal by Seun Okinbaloye, this is what is important for us to do. So then you begin to go, you know the amount for your monthly allocation. You now collectively as a community go and say, local government area, where's the money? Who's got that money? Demand for that money. And then you can demand for it to be built, to be used on the things you want. If you want roads in your community to be fixed, you demand for that money be used on it. If you want it for electricity, you tell them. And you monitor what that money is being used for. Without your active participation, the democracy will not work. In Nigeria, it will never work. Because once you look the other way, they will do something else. You need to be watching them 24/7. You need to put yourselves into groups. You need to be a member of a local community association, local community association. You need to know the section 14.2 and 14.2C offhead. And also you need to now share this information with everybody. And also know all of the officials in your local government area to begin to hold them to account. Never do it individually. Go collectively. That is the way forward. So ladies and gentlemen, of course, please, that is just a quick synopsis of a way of getting into this process. And you can look at it online yourself. Federal Accounts Allocation Committee. Let me show you what it says here. You see? Revenue allocation is called Federal Account Allocation Committee, FAAC. You see that in here? That's what it means. So I'm just showing you just a quick guide. Now, let's go and listen to Seun Okinbaloye, and then so you can get an idea of what I mean. So let's go back here, and then let's say it's play. Here we go. It's about 4 or 5 minutes. Here we go.
our new president directly, urging him to sustain and build public trust in these critical times. Nigerians' expectations are soaring, and this might just be our last beacon of hope. I'm here tonight before you today with an appeal that carries the weight of the hopes and dreams of millions of Nigerians. Don't forget, Mr. President, the percentage of Nigerians who voted for you compared to those who did not, there are more people who did not approve of you, and to this effect, some of the parties are in court challenging the outcome of the process. But as that go on, we have a country to run. We now find ourselves at a pivotal moment in our nation's history. We stand united, filled with a fervent desire for change, progress, and a brighter future for Nigeria. The responsibilities that rest on your shoulders are immense, and we are watching closely, yearning for genuine leadership that reflects the will and aspirations of the Nigerian people. Our nation is largely divided along ethnic and religious lines. You must immediately find creative ways to sew the holes in the fabric of our nation and let everyone, no matter where they are from, feel like a member of the family once again. Without unity, it will be hard to make progress. Mr. President, we implore you to be proactive, to be a beacon of truth in the face of adversity. Nigeria has been plagued by corruption, inefficiencies, and broken promises for far too long. It is time for a paradigm shift. Show us through your actions and policy that this administration will be different. Set the tone early on by demanding accountability from every corner of government and by making decisions that prioritize the collective welfare of our people. Don't be deceived by the sycophants. A lot of people out there don't trust your abilities but disappoint them. By doing right by Nigerians, President, you cannot compensate political allies with key roles that affect the very core of our existence as a people. No mediocrity can be allowed. Get the very best of us to do the job. Dear President, remember that empathy is the lifeblood of good governance. Connect with the Nigerian people on a human level. Understand their struggles, their hopes, and their dreams. Step into the shoes and let their stories guide your decision-making process. By doing so, you will foster a government that is not detached from the realities on the ground, but intimately connected to the heartbeat of our nation. Decency, dear President, is a foundation upon which trust is built. It is an essential virtue that must permeate every aspect of your administration. Treat every citizen with respect, regardless of their background or social status. Uphold the principles of justice and fairness, and let the rule of law be the guiding force behind your actions. Nigerians crave an administration that serves as a moral compass, and your commitment to decency will ensure that our faith in government is restored. In conclusion, dear President, the weight of expectation upon your shoulder is immense, but do not let it daunt you. Embrace this opportunity to be a true servant of the Nigerian people. Be proactive, truthful, empathetic, and decent in all that you do. Show us that this administration will be different, that our dreams will not be dashed, and that hope will not be extinguished. The Nigerian people are counting on you, President Tinubu, and together we can forge a nation that is the envy of the world. May your tenure be remembered as a turning point, the moment when Nigeria rose to its full potential. President Tinubu, we would like to remind and not alarm you. We shall continue within the dictate of our constitutional obligations as journalists to hold you and your team accountable. We will scrutinize your actions and inactions. We will ask tough questions, and we will push your government to do the right thing, but we will not stop at inspiring you and your team to be the leader we all yearn for. Together, let's shape a Nigeria that shines bright with integrity, progress, and the fulfillment of our collective aspirations. Good night, and may God bless Nigeria, everyone. And that's my final word tonight. I'm Seun Okinbaloye. Bye-bye.
So, that was Seun Okinbaloye from Channels. So, well said. He hit the nail on the head on a lot of things that he spoke about there. And again, I just want to reiterate, everything he said is on point. But what are you doing? I want you to ask yourself this question. If you want that road in your community, have you come together and put pressure on your local government collectively? Don't do it individually. You need to go collectively and say our roads are bad. We cannot take this anymore. We want here is the monthly allocation that you received last month. Show them. Example. Let me show you. See, show them. Let me go to Lagos or Ogun State or something. Just I've showed them. Let's go to somewhere in the south, in the east. Let's go to somewhere in the east, because these are areas, particularly those of us that want to go. We need to begin this process. Rivers. Let's go to Rivers. Gonaka. Yeah. Let's go to Gonaka. Yeah. Let's go. How much was paid in Gonaka in December 2022? Yeah. See that? That's Gonaka in 2022. December 2022. They were paid 353 billion 416,866.18 naira. Everybody in that local community area need to come out, demand where those funds are. If you are not participating in your governance immediately and begin to question them, nothing will change. They will have all the best intentions, but they won't do it. So as much as I support the plea by Seun Okinbaloye, the ball remains firmly in the court of us, the citizens, in collectively participating in our governance. That is the only way we'll be able to put in place a referendum. So the work begins now. Join us. You're watching Citizen Network, the platform where we speak truth to power. Help us subscribe, grow this platform. This is a long-term goal that we're doing here. And please subscribe, hit the notification button, give us a thumbs up. You can subscribe, notification button, give us a thumbs up, help us reach more people. What are your thoughts on what you've heard? Please share this information. It's very important. Great job by Seun Okinbaloye in urging the president to do the bidding of the people. But we, the people, if you see something wrong in your community, begin to question them. I urge you, please take part in it. So you're watching Citizen Network, the platform where we speak truth to power. Thank you so much for watching. Please do continue to share the broadcast. The numbers are growing. We are just over 2,500 now. I think 2,500 something. So we need to get to 3,000 people. So please, that's the next target for us now, to reach 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. And please, every information you get on here, it really is for the benefit of all our communities. So I urge you, share it. This kind of information about the Federal Accounts Allocation Committee, many people are not aware of it. It's by you sharing what we do on this broadcast, it awakens many people to what they can do. No longer can we wait on anybody, one person doing it for us. Every community needs to be part of this process, and we need to teach from our children, from primary school to secondary school to university and adult education, about our rights as citizens. Section 14.2a. Again, I'm going to show that before I go, to remind all of us. This is very, very important. Says sovereignty. 14.2a. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. I promise you, I'm not even looking at it. I'm looking at you straight in the camera. Section 14.2c. The participation by the people in the government shall be in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. Why do I know that? Because I've put it off in my head, and I know it, and I need you to know, live and breathe this. Because your active participation, when you know this, it switches on your ability to become engaged and actively participate in your governance, because you know the powers that you possess to hold them to account. That is what we must do. Above all else, when you're getting this broadcast, please share. Here now, we need you to participate. Yes, you can watch programs, you can sit down and we can discuss, we can do like broadcast, great. But the work you need to do now starts within your community, not on screen. You need to be participating in your community. And I'll be doing videos that's going to be prompting you. When you see something, I'll show you the steps you need to take. Example, you see a bad road. You take a picture of the road. You go to your local community association, you show them the picture, you tell them, let's go and walk around, the road is bad. Okay, you talk to them about, do they know about the monthly allocation that they're receiving for their local area? If they don't, you show them on the screen, you show them. You teach them about what I've just shown you, section 14.2a, 14.2c. Do you know you have the power to hold everybody to account, because sovereignty belongs to you? Sovereignty belongs to people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through its constitution, derives all its powers and authority. You say that to them. Then you say, how do you exercise that sovereignty? By participation of government. Participation by the people in the government shall be in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. You again show that. Again, it's on the screen. You can use that. Begin. It is a job for each and every one of us. Those in government, they are going to make it difficult for us to be able to hold them to account. But when we begin to hold them to account, they have no choice but to comply. That is the only way we can end corruption. So please, when you're watching this broadcast, share. You're watching Citizen Network, the platform where we speak truth to power. When you get the broadcast, please share. Leave your thoughts, leave a comment, help us grow this platform. Thank you to those of you who have subscribed so far. Continue to subscribe. We really appreciate you. You're watching Season Network, the platform where we speak truth power. I'll be back later on. Thank you. Bye for now.